welcome back to Slaughterfest 1, the event where I will be reviewing 8 horror movies in the month of October. I am your humble host, the Slaughtermaster, Zachary Jones, and today on the chopping block I'll be reviewing Rob Zombie's horror film, The Devil's Rejects. The movie takes place in Texas and follows a trio of serial killers known as the Firefly family. The trio are on the run after a police group basically raid the house and kill a heap of their family members, because, they're serial killers after all. So, pretty muchly, the movie's like the movie Road Trip, just with more murder and rape. Actually, my Scream review, that movie had rape in it as well. Man, I gotta stop picking so messed up movies. Throughout the movie, it is revealed that the sheriff who is hunting down the family basically wants revenge due to the fact that the family actually murdered his brother. Now, the three main characters in this movie are Captain Spaulding, Otis Driftwood, and Baby Firefly. Well, that's what she's known as, but you're probably wondering, for all you who know about the previous movie, The House of a Thousand Corpses, where the rest of the characters are. Well, it's simple. The majority of them are dead, with the exception of Tiny, who comes in later in the movie, and as well as Dr. Satan, who was removed in an extended scene that they deleted due to the fact that Rob Zombie wanted to make this movie actually more realistic. So now with this movie, it kind of feels like the second Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, because it's like this: the family from the first movie, are on the run, and the person hunting them down is a family member of one of their victims, and he's trying to give them a taste of their own medicine. Hell, the guy's even in law enforcement. It's kind of weird. Like, I just see a lot of similarities. I'm not just saying it's just a reskin of the old movie, but you can see similarities when you're watching this movie. Another example of this is basically where, in House of a Thousand Corpses, it felt like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They even had it to a T. So, yeah, it kind of feels like Rob sort of based his movies off of Tobe Hooper's beloved franchise. And another thing that makes me wonder is, why didn't Rob Zombie take up the chance of remaking the Texas Chainsaw movie when he basically did with this movie? Like, I'm not bashing Rob Zombie or anything about this, I love Rob Zombie, but still, just the way that, why didn't he just take the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? I know he said that he doesn't like the idea of remakes, but that kind of goes out the window when you look at the movie Halloween and Halloween 2. So our three main characters being the killers are completely batshit crazy. An example of this is the clown Captain Spaulding basically rocking up and scaring the shit out of a little boy who's like 6 or 7, and him threatening to kill the kid if he doesn't tell him why he likes clowns. Like, it's really funny because he's like, "Don't you think we're fucking funny?" and stuff like that. I was like, whoa! It is really awesome. And Sherry Moon Zombie playing Baby Firefly, she did a good job as well. She kind of has this really autistic sort of weird way about it. Like, she's kind of cute, but you can tell that there's something evil about her. You can really tell. Bill Moseley. Holy shit. Bill Moseley as Otis Driftwood was amazing. I mean, seriously, you can tell this guy is Charles Manson with the way he speaks, with the way he acts, and well, he's just a beast. Even Rob Zombie actually used a word, like something that one of the killers actually said during the Manson murders, which I find interesting. He uses the line, "I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work," and the way Bill Moseley delivered that line, literally, I don't think there was anyone who was in a theatre watching it. I wasn't in a theatre watching it because, well, I was 2000. I was little when it came out. 2005. I was 7 years old when it came out, so I wasn't in a movie theatre watching a movie like that. But still, I reckon no one in the movie would have said a word when that happened. It was just a perfect moment, and just true craftsmanship of why Bill Moseley is an amazing actor and a terrifying actor. The sheriff, who was played by William Forsythe, was played pretty good. You can tell that he really wants to hunt down the Firefly family for the crimes that they've done, and well, you can tell by the look in his eyes that he wants revenge, that revenge is the number one thing on his mind, which I love, guys. All the performances are pretty good, with the exception of one guy who plays a roadie. He seems a bit bland, he doesn't bring much to the table, which kind of disappoints me, so yeah, but besides him, everyone else was good. The movie was disturbing, with lots of rape and lots of murder. Now, there was times where I was actually feeling really uncomfortable, which I love in a movie like this. You need that factor. Now, Rob Zombie was smart with the way he made this movie feel like it was in the 70s. He used clothing, vehicles, and music from the era, and it really made you think that it was the 70s. Another thing he did well was making it really gritty and realistic. He even turned down WWE superstar Chris Jericho at the time because he felt that Chris Jericho was just too pretty for the role. Now, while Chris Jericho was one of my favourite wrestlers, it breaks my heart to know that he could have been in one of my favourite horror movies, so yeah, but it was still a smart move on Zombie's part. Overall, this movie is great with a lot of great performances and lots of disturbing moments. This movie is in my top 15 horror movies, and with that, it's easily getting 8 stabs out of 10. Thank you for watching this second video in my Horror Fest lineup. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love for you guys to stop by for the next installments in this thing. We still have 6 more to go, so stay tuned, guys. Leave a comment in the comments below, and remember that I will reply to you guys. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys to see how you guys liked about this movie, what you did and what you did. Even if you didn't like it, still, we have different opinions. That's the good thing about horror. I'll catch you next time, guys. I'm the Slaughter Master. I review horror movies, and I slaughter the shit ones.